Hello and SOS from Desert Island, the podcast where we imagine ourselves stranded on a desert island and have to choose what 3 items we'd bring with us from a different category each episode. I'm Alex, and with me are my co-hosts, Mitch and Justin. Yeah, the guy in the $4,000 suit is going to host a podcast with the guys who don't make that in 3 months. Come on!
You're going to have to give me that one. I don't know it.
Oh, come on.
No.
Well, you will find out very soon.
No.
But for all those who do get that one, we are picking our Desert Island sitcoms today. But before I prematurely shoot my wad on what was supposed to be a dry run, if you will, how are you guys doing?
Doing wonderful, good. Alex. And after that intro, I'm doing better.
Did you get that one?
I did not.
I don't know why I expected anything else from you on that one, but here we are.
Here we are. We're talking sitcoms today. We put a couple of parameters on this. If I remember correctly, it's 30-minute episodes, no cartoons, no animated shows.
Yep, that was one of the big ones because they can definitely be considered situational comedy, right?
Oh, for sure.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think at least 2 of us would have had animated something.
Might have been all animated.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
good animated stuff out there.
Not today.
Not today. We're talking live action stuff. What were you guys sitcom people growing up? I feel like the golden age of sitcoms is behind us.
Yeah, I mean, thinking back to what I watched when I was like a kid.
Yeah, like with your parents, family, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we were not really until like high school. I feel like that's when I discovered Seinfeld, and that's not one of my picks. But like, that was the first one that jumped out as being a sitcom that I was like, oh yeah, I enjoy this. This is for me in some way.
Nice,
so, yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
What about you?
We were definitely sitcom family, 100%. The 30-minute clips, it's
great.
Especially growing up with like TGIF, which was, I can't remember, maybe ABC that had those. It was Thank God It's Friday, and you had Urkel and Full House and Step by Step, and it was like it was appointment television. You couldn't sit down fast enough for Friday TV with the family.
Yeah. Yeah, we were the same way. Some I remember watching with my parents and my sister were Everybody Loves Raymond and Home Improvement.
Oh,
Those were
Home
the 2.
Improvement was a great one.
Home Improvement was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wilson, good dog name, I think.
Great dog name, absolutely.
Yeah, hiding behind the fence. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
a good one.
That is one of my all-time favorites. I haven't watched it all the way through in a long, long time, though, and I am curious if it holds up.
I find it hard to believe that anything with a laugh track holds up.
Yeah.
That wasn't a live audience?
Well, live audience or laugh track, whichever one. Anything with like a signal to the TV viewing audience that now is the time to laugh is not really funny anymore.
Oh shit! You're gonna hate what I get into here, man. God damn it.
That's just one man's opinion here.
Yeah.
Yes, but you've had some hard opinions that I've had to hear and digest later and cry myself to sleep over. So.
Well, hopefully you are laughing yourself to sleep this time. Going back to this kind of not being the golden age of sitcoms anymore, we originally wanted the parameters here to be network aired shows. Like, so no Netflix shows, no like HBO, anything. And I was going through Emmy nominations for the past, I don't know, like 8 years, 6 years, 8 years. And the only one that would qualify is Abbott Elementary. Everything else was on some kind of streaming platform.
Sure. That's not that.
Have you guys watched Abbott Elementary?
It's on my list. I haven't watched it.
Funny. Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's solid.
Nice.
It's solid.
I feel like I've seen some clips on social media, whatever, and I've laughed every single time that I've seen them. So I need to dive into it.
Yeah.
The sitcom is interesting because like Abbott Elementary is still going.
Yeah.
And where I have struggled for years and years with sitcoms is how do they wrap up the series? Because they always so many of them just got canceled mid-season and they were gone. And nowadays I feel like everyone's got a plan for their story to round it out and finish it off. But there's like years and years and years and years and years where the finale just did not wrap the show up like you wanted to see.
I almost feel the opposite. I almost feel like sitcoms is kind of the one genre that it doesn't really matter. You know, because like, I don't know, the beauty of a sitcom, I feel like, is you can kind of jump in at any episode, and it's like a self-contained thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Whereas opposed to like a drama or something that is like has much longer story arcs, you have to know how it ends. But I like sitcoms, you're just kind of tuning in next week for whatever shenanigans they get up to.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think knowing what maybe some of us have picked, yourself included, that does not necessarily hold true to your values.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think the classic, like I said before, the golden era of sitcoms being laugh tracks, studio audience, like 22 minutes and then 8 minutes of commercials or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I agree. Those are ones that you could just drop into at any point in time. And it's like, all right, well, you don't have
That's
to.
what makes them awesome, though.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, geez, I mean, let's get out of the 8 minutes of commercials and get into the 22 minutes of content.
Boom.
Let's kick it off with Justin. Give us some sitcoms.
My desert island picks. So, again, I'm taking an approach of I need a lot of quantity to go with quality.
Sure.
Yep.
I'm going to go in order of lowest Rotten Tomatoes ranking toward highest. Just to do something a little different.
I don't think I even knew Rotten Tomatoes did TV scores.
It sure does.
All right.
At least that's what the internet showed when I looked all of these up. So.
Well, that must be true then.
Yeah, it has to be. It's on the internet. So my first pick I'm going to start off with is Modern Family. The show ran from 2009 to 2020, so 11 seasons with 250 episodes.
Holy cow, that's so much more than I thought.
Yeah, it sure is. Ed O'Neill, who's one of the greatest sitcom actors of all time. Yeah. I grew up watching Married with Children, and where he was the legendary Al Bundy. Did not make my list for those waiting and hoping. This has won 22 Emmys on 85 nominations.
It's crazy.
So hard to argue those numbers.
It's crazy.
So you talk about golden age. What I love about this show so much is it's just that, like Modern Family, it's not a clever title. It is just telling you exactly what this is going to be. You've got the dad or the patriarch of the family who is on to his second wife, and she's 35 years younger, smoke show, foreign, and his two kids and their families. And it's his gay son and his partner and his eccentric daughter and her bizarre husband and their families. And so they're put in a lot of different situations that make this character-driven hilarity. The patriarch who is trying to find a way to live with his son's gayness, and you can just tell that he doesn't totally buy into it, so it creates awkwardness between the family, even though he's the loving dad and he obviously accepts him for who he is, creates funny stories. The husband who just wants said patriarch's affection and respect and does everything to try and earn it, and then gets a remote control airplane flown into his nose by by the dad. So a lot of different ways that they find to make this thing funny.
This is a good show. This is one I have not seen all of it. I've seen probably 20 random episodes of this show.
Yep.
It's very, very funny. Phil is the best part.
Phil is so funny, and he kicks the show off. Did you guys pilot any of these? Watch any of the pilots from each other's picks?
No.
Watched all of them. So what I loved in this pilot is he sits down, and this was supposed to be a mockumentary, just like Office, Parks and Rec. Sure. And they cut out the guy who was actually going to be filming the mockumentary. So they sit down and they talk to the cameras, but they never explain why. So it kind of makes it a neat format. He's sitting down and talking about how he's a cool dad and he's with the times, and he's like, OMG, oh my God, WTF, why the face? And obviously just in that little quip shows that he's not with the times, but he's trying real hard. It feels amazing.
Did you ever watch the show Ed back in the day?
No, but I hear there's a new one called Ted.
What's Claire Dunphy's name in real life? Her name escapes me right now.
Julie Bowen.
Thank you, Julie Bowen. This was a Julie Bowen show. This was one of the sitcoms that we watched when I was a kid. It was called Ed. I think it was like 2 seasons or something, but it was pretty enjoyable for 11-year-old Alex.
You guys remember Craig T. Nelson from Coach?
Yeah, I remember
from
the name.
Coach.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible.
I remember. I know who he is. I don't know what Coach is.
Oh, the TV show. Another sitcom. It was great. He was originally going to be Ed O'Neill's character, and
interesting.
They couldn't pay him enough, so they got the great Al Bundy to step in, and I think it just worked better.
I'm sure he's thrilled about his choice now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. This show, they must make so much money off of this show.
Printing money off of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a couple of fun facts with this show. Like Sofia Vergara, she grew up watching Married with Children in Colombia, but it was dubbed obviously into Spanish. So when she first met Ed O'Neill, she first off thought he could speak Spanish, and she also didn't understand why he didn't sound sexy like an Antonio Banderas and stuff. So,
that's very funny.
Pretty good.
And then, if you know the characters on here at all, the son of Phil and Claire is Luke, and he's just a complete moron. Like, he's easily the dumbest character on the show. Graduated in real life at 13 years old. He's a Mensa genius.
No
so
shit.
I thought that was kind of an interesting nugget.
Doesn't he kind of turn his life around in the show too? Doesn't he become successful or something?
Yeah, I mean he definitely comes out on top.
Okay.
But there's always that flicker of idiocy in his performance, which is great.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So, Mitch, have you watched this show at all?
Same thing with Alex. I think I've seen random episodes. It's like I'm at a hotel and it's on in the background.
This is a perfect hotel show.
100%.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay a lot of attention to it, but it's still good.
Yeah.
My favorite Modern Family story is I was in Sayulita, Mexico. No, not Sayulita. I was in La Paz, Mexico a couple of years ago with some friends on this annual trip that we do. And we're at the end of it. We're taking a bus that we rented for the 10 of us to go from La Paz to Cabo, which is we'll call it a 2-hour drive or something like that. Everyone's hungover. One of the guys broke his collarbone on this trip as well, too.
Jesus.
So he had to have surgery on it, so he's super injured. And on the bus, there's a TV right in the middle of it up front, and all that's playing for the entire 2-hour drive is Modern Family dubbed over in Spanish as loud as humanly possible as well, too. So I had that memory burned into my brain.
Was Ed O'Neill dubbed with an Antonio Banderas voice?
I don't remember, but I'll say yes for the sake of the story. But it was very, very funny.
So you can speak a very select amount of Spanish now?
I can speak 22 minutes of Spanish at a time,
exactly.
basically.
Yeah, and the other part of this, and then I can move on, is a show with this many episodes. It didn't really ever burn out in the late seasons, as a lot of sitcoms tend to do. They found ways to incorporate the kids' stories because they were older, and you started to appreciate their characters and their interactions with the adults. So it never burnt out, and that makes it a great going to bed show or having on the background, or just jumping into your earlier point, Alex, that you can watch it anywhere, anytime, and it just works.
Did they stick the landing? On the
with
ending?
the ending, yeah, they got it. They definitely got it right on this one.
That's great.
Nice. I won't spoil anything.
Yeah, nice pick.
Thank you. Next up, Parks and Recreation. We all know this one. Mockumentary.
Hell yeah.
2009 to 2015. 7 seasons, 126 episodes. Honestly, when I saw that, I thought there were more episodes than there are. Amy Poehler, Nick Offerman, Rob Lowe, Rashida Jones. Awesome cast.
Yes.
Everybody pulls their weight in this. Your guy, Adam Scott.
Hell yeah. You hear from Adam Scott later in my picks.
We sure will. No Emmys for this show, if you can believe that.
Not a single Emmy?
Not a single
Crazy.
Emmy. It doesn't even make sense.
Did he get nominated at all? No nominations.
He must have.
Wins?
Only 10 times though.
Okay.
I don't know.
No acting Emmys either? Wow.
Yeah, it was shocking to me when I found that out.
I'd be curious what it lost to, because I feel like it's got to be something pretty big or pretty good.
The Office was going on during that time. 30 Rock was going on during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you also got like the crap seasons of The Office as well too. So I don't know. But either way, I wanted to realize.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because like Office, I think is excellent, and in the space of mockumentaries like Parks and Rec is, The Office is kind of like the top, right? To a point.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of where I say like the show just falls off, and it's after the jumps the shark. Older sitcom, right? What was that? Happy Days.
Happy Days. Yeah.
We saw the show fall apart when Steve Carell leaves, and then they tried to just stretch it too far. And I don't think Parks and Rec did that. They knew when their time had come, and they wound it down very, very well.
Yep.
It just does such a great job of making fun of government without making fun of government employees. And you've got the classic do-gooder in Amy Poehler's Leslie Knope. She's out there. She wants to be the ultimate civil servant and get the work done for the people. You've got the classic Nick Offerman role in Ron Swanson, the guy that is at the head of the department, the director, and he doesn't think government should exist at all. So he is there to put up as many roadblocks as possible on their quest to solve problems. Do you guys know who the mayor was of Pawnee? They talk about him a lot, but you only see him in one episode.
I mean, I know his name, Robert Gunderson, right?
Do you know who plays him?
No.
One episode.
Hold on. Let me get this.
Let me get this. While you think on that, Mitch, this is a beautiful thing because they had the basics of the characters laid out, and like Nick Offerman applied for a role, and he got Ron Swanson, but they changed the characters to match the actors versus having them created a certain way, and actors had to meet that. Did you come up with
it? I think I did actually. I love that though. It kind of allows the show to grow and the characters to grow in kind of an organic way. I feel like that's the way to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
It was Bill Murray, wasn't it?
It was Bill Murray.
Yeah, damn it, you're right. Yeah,
one episode. Yeah, I think it was the 2 deaths episode.
That's right. Yeah. This is also a show I feel like has so many great actors come on for character parts or very small parts as well too. Like 1 or 2 episode arcs that they come in. Like I'm thinking back to like Jason Mantzoukas as Dennis Feinstein, the cologne magnet that's on there. He wants to hunt people at some point in time.
Yeah. Anytime Megan Mullally is on the show,
so
I'm watching it.
My God.
It's so great. Yeah,
it's perfect.
There's so many good little bits that come on that show as well.
Yeah.
And watching the straight and narrow Ron Swanson just absolutely go fucking berserk anytime Tammy is on there, his ex-wife. Yeah, there's one episode he's got like half his mustache shaved off.
The middle part as well too.
And he'll intro her. He'll be mid-sentence talking some government project and pause. She's here.
She's here. Yeah.
You can smell the sulfur.
It's so good.
Oh man, this is a show that I feel like kind of nailed the ending as well. Like I feel like it. The last season isn't my favorite, but I feel like they had a very specific place that they were going, and they went there, and everything kind of turned out well.
Yeah, I agree. And they did it a little unique, right? They were in the future and had some of like Tom's tools had actually come to fruition and stuff, and it was good. Yeah,
they had like the weird holographic phones and stuff.
That's right. Yeah,
it was neat.
Yeah, no, this is a great show. This would have probably made my list. This is one of my comfort shows. Seen it all 1,000 times. It's great.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. This is one of my go-tos. It's just on in the background a bunch. I've watched the whole thing multiple times for sure.
Yeah.
So,
what character do each of you relate to the most?
Oh God, that's a big question.
Alex, you strike me as Rob Lowe's character in this.
Whoa. Interesting.
I'm much more...
The first man who can live to 200 has been born,
okay,
and I believe I am that man.
Yeah. That is not me. I would say he's so much garbage. I'm more of a Ben Wyatt.
Yeah,
for sure, I'm Ben Wyatt.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to say Andy Dwyer, but I'm not an Andy Dwyer.
I know an Andy Dwyer, man, and he is Andy Dwyer.
That's funny.
Do we know the Andy
You
Dwyer?
You don't.
Oh, damn.
You don't.
Okay.
This is peak Chris Pratt, by the way. He's only went downhill.
1,000%. Everything after this is shit, basically.
Yeah, he was only supposed to be on the show like 6 episodes as Rashida Jones's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And the audience responded really well to him, so they extended him.
I think he's the funniest part of the show.
For sure.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
There's if you watch outtakes of this, like blooper reels or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. I think I never got this one.
One where Leslie is sick and he goes, Leslie, I typed your symptoms into the computer and it says you might have network connectivity issues.
It's so good.
Actually, I have seen that before.
It's so good.
Then there's one where he throws a briefcase and it breaks, structurally breaks a light, basically, and they have to reset everything. Anyway,
yeah, he's pretty great. And then he does Jurassic World and goes off a cliff at that point.
And just
Zero Dark 30, where we're supposed to believe he's a Navy SEAL.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
He also
pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah, that's all there is to say. So
yeah.
All right, talked that one to death. My number one pick, highest rated sitcom.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah,
ran from 1993 to 2004 in the heyday of Friends, might add. 11 seasons, 264 solid episodes, and that is Frasier.
This is post-Cheers? Post-Cheers.
This is a Cheers spinoff.
Okay.
And Kelsey Grammer, playing the character of Frasier, he did that for 20 years straight because he went on to Cheers initially in the 3rd season in 1984, played him all the way through 2004, has rebooted, I think, twice. They've done a special and then came back and did another extension on it. So he's actually played that character longer than any other primetime sitcom character.
Well,
pretty neat.
I'll be honest, I've never seen an episode of Frasier in my life.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
Okay.
I have a very good friend who loves Frasier.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about it a little bit. First, let's talk its Emmys. Okay. 37 wins on 61 nominations. And
Jesus.
What is really crazy to me about Frasier is I did not watch this while it was on. Never one episode.
Interesting.
We already talked some about it, but this was on during the Seinfeld era and Friends, and those were more, I'll call them popular amongst my watching crowd.
Sure.
I watched this as an adult just in I started watching this in the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
And the intelligent humor is what makes this show. Frasier leaves Boston, which is where Cheers is, to move to Seattle, starts his radio show here, reconnects with his brother Niles. His dad moves in with him, who's a retired cop against Frasier's wishes, and it's set up to be in the radio studio, it's in his apartment, it's in the coffee shop, and the relationship between them is so hilarious, and it's because Niles and Frasier are the most pretentious, snooty characters you'll ever meet. And then they've got their dad, who's the retired cop that's like Mr. Blue Collar and makes fun of them and kind of just wrecks their world. And these two are always sitting in the coffee shop bitching and moaning about, oh, this coffee is 3 degrees too cold to my liking. Between David Hyde Pierce and Kelsey Grammer, they did most of the collecting on hardware with their Emmys for those characters.
I mean, I just pulled it up, and this show won Outstanding Comedy Series its first 5 seasons.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it used to infuriate me when I was a kid because I'm like, Frasier, who watches that show? That looks stale. It looks stiff. It's fucking hilarious. I cannot get enough of it. And even the dog, Eddie, who's his dad's dog that hates Frasier, that lives in his apartment with him. That it's comedy genius. That dog got more fan mail than anybody on the show.
Wow.
Read that today, which
That's
was kind of funny. Longest running primetime sitcom up until recently, I think. And Eddie the dog was played by a father-son duo named Moose and Enzo.
Moose and Moose Jr.
So thought that was pretty good.
Both good dog names.
Yeah.
Excellent dog
Moose
names.
is a classic. I know a moose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since you guys haven't watched it, I think it's definitely worth it. Set in Seattle, and only one episode's actually filmed here in all the 264 because it's
sounds about right.
Classic sitcom, right?
They use like a bunch of B-roll of the city, or
It's
like Space Needle shots.
He's got his apartment overlooks the.
I've seen that. That's right. The Space Needle, right?
Yeah, it overlooks. It looks like it would be on like Queen Anne Hill, overlooking the city, but like it's at an angle that's
like it doesn't
impossible.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
It's
so
like in
pretty
Lake
awesome.
Union or something.
Yeah. Another fun fact is when he's in the radio. So he's like people call into his show and he gives them advice, and they call in with all their problems and stuff. One of the things that I didn't realize until we started watching was those are always random celebrities. So like it might be like Ron Howard that called in, and I remember this from a kid because the radio stations on like Mondays or Wednesdays, whatever day it was showing the night after, would be talking about, can you guess the celebrity that was on the phone? It's like, oh, that was definitely Ron Howard.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, and so that's part of the fun in the game is, can you guess who it was before it gets to the credits at the end and see who it was.
I like it.
Yeah, highly recommend. It's got a 95 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 95 audience score.
Damn.
So for comparison to Friends has a 78 critic score and 93 audience score. So the people that love Frasier,
I mean, that's because Friends
stinks.
I mean, not to everybody.
Yeah.
Modern Family 85 and 89.
Okay.
So it did all right.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this a shot. It sounds great.
Yeah, I feel like us being in Seattle, we're required to at least watch one episode at some point in time.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Great picks.
Yeah.
Great picks. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break and then we will be back. We are back talking Desert Island sitcoms. Mitch, over to you.
Yeah, Justin, all great picks. I think they're all, besides the Frasier aspect, they're all solid choices for sure. I will say I didn't initially think of Modern Family as a sitcom, but it like 1,000% is. I just didn't put it in that bucket in some way, shape, or form. So I know you went in the order that you did. I'm going to go in no particular order on here as well on my end. My first choice is Community. It aired from September 2009 through April 2014. There were 6 seasons, 110 episodes.
And a movie?
Not yet, but at some point in time, hopefully.
Is this in the works?
There's a running joke in the show that I'll explain here as well. It takes place at a fictional community college, actually in Colorado, supposedly.
No way.
Yeah,
Nice.
but there's also like palm trees in the background. And I think they can not do it at some point in time. It has Joel McHale, Jillian Jacobs, Danny Putty, Yvette Nicole Brown, Allison Brie, Donald Glover, Ken Jeong, Chevy Chase for part of it, and Jim Rash as well. It's also written by Dan Harmon, who has done a bunch of other things as well. Went on to do Rick and Morty, but yeah, it's a very surreal sitcom. There are thorough storylines in it, but there's also bottle episodes in terms of things that happen there. Lots of meta commentary on life, lots of meta commentary on other movies and TV shows that have been out there as well, while also dealing with very interpersonal dramas that come up in ways that I think are very, very fun. So I'm curious if either of you, you mentioned, Justin, you would watch the pilot, but if either of you watch any of Community beyond that.
Yeah, I think I've seen all of it.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, it's great. There's certain things in Community that I really like. I think they do, obviously it's a fucking hilarious show.
Yeah.
I think some of the relationships get a little repetitive throughout the run of the show, but I'm nitpicking.
It's
awesome.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Justin, have you seen anything besides just the pilot episode?
So I've watched the pilot twice.
Okay.
The first time I watched it, I didn't go back to the show.
Yeah.
I probably will, having watched it again. The truth is, and I think I've talked to you about it before, I can't stand Joel McHale.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think he's funny.
Yeah.
I don't like the way he portrays characters. I think he's got a very punchable face. And
he does.
He for sure does. Yeah.
It's just I struggle to get around him being in the lead spot, despite the amazing other characters that are on there. So I definitely watched it as recent as last night. I laughed. I'm willing to go further on the show this time, but I have not watched all of it.
I think he's also probably intentionally the least likable character on that show.
Yeah.
You are supposed to not like him in some way, shape, or form.
Well, that's good. They're doing it right,
Yeah,
and they picked the right guy for the job.
He's intentionally kind of a douchebag on that show.
And this is by far the best thing he's ever been in.
Yeah.
Like he's leading a new show now. It's called Animal Control. It is bad.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, I won't watch it. But.
Yeah.
There's also, I think, Donald Glover.
Who's amazing.
And Danny Putty's relationship, Troy and Abed, they have some of the best dynamics on TV as well, too.
Morning.
Troy and Abed in the morning. Again, this is one that I'll go back to, and I think especially if you know the characters, it's like we talked about before, there are larger storylines that go on, especially when Chevy Chase leaves the show, especially given that he was fired for being an asshole or being Chevy Chase.
There's a shock.
But it's also one of those that like you can just go back to every episode and they're all contained in and of themselves.
Do you think part of the problem was they built this show around Joel McHale, and then Chevy comes in and they're like, they couldn't fit both egos into one lens?
I feel like I've watched some interviews where they've talked about that, and I think that's not from the Joel McHale side, but from the Chevy Chase side.
I think Chevy Chase is like, I'm Chevy Chase. So suck it.
Suck my dick. Yeah.
I'm Chevy Chase and you're not.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You got some more like favorite parts?
Yeah, I was thinking through this when I was coming on here. The Ass Crack Bandit episode is one of my favorite ones as well, where there is someone who's leaving pennies in people's butt cracks throughout they're sitting down. The paintball episodes are really good as well too.
Those are some of the best standalone episodes of anything.
The other one where I can't remember the name of it, but Greendale somehow gets access to a fake space shuttle simulator that they're going to use for enrollment, but it was originally programmed for a KFC restaurant at some point in time. So it's all Colonel Sanders branding.
Isn't that? I think that's the same episode where they reveal the flag.
Yeah,
the Greendale flag.
Yeah, and in another episode, they had some student design the Greendale flag, and someone submitted a butthole as part of the design, and that's what became the flag as well too. So, yeah, those are all pretty good. The other one, they play the some board game at I think Annie and Abed and Troy's apartment, and there's every role has a different like multiverse impact in some way, shape, or form, which is where you get the meme of Donald Glover walking into an apartment with a stack of pizzas and everything is on fire as well too. So
that is my favorite episode of this show.
That's a good choice.
And then it ends with Roxanne playing, and like I just love that episode.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So it's also I know it bounced around in terms of broadcasts. During its career, it ended up on like Yahoo streaming at some point in time as well too.
How many episodes did you say this was?
You mentioned it. 110.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 seasons.
Do you feel like that was enough for this show? Do you think it should have gone on longer for you?
Well, it's funny you say that because one of the medic points that Abed, one of the characters, makes, they break the fourth wall every now and again, and one of them is him saying 6 seasons in a movie because they commented on that at some point in time. So they have talked about making the movie at some point in time because they made the 6 seasons. But I'll say this: I don't remember much from the last seasons. I also don't know that it needed to have like a storyline that completed. Yeah. If they could find a way to get that cast all back together to make more episodes, I think it would still be funny, but it doesn't need to exist that way.
Got it.
Who would be the toughest one to get back? It's got to be Donald Glover, right?
1,000%.
Chevy Chase.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's invited.
I think he's definitely not invited. Yeah, I mean, looking at the list, it's 1,000%.
Well, yeah,
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover has blown up since.
Yeah, he's huge. I mean, I feel like that was before. I mean, that was definitely before Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino existed at that point in time, but was just kind of starting and
before Atlanta.
Yeah, so I think he's definitely the hardest. Yeah, everyone else I feel like would would come back in some way.
Make it happen.
Yep, someday. So, yep, that's my pick. Okay, moving on. The next one I'm going over to is kind of more new.
Well, is it new or old? Now I'm confused.
It's new old.
Old new.
Confused.
God damn it! I'd say it aired during the end of the classic sitcom era, starting in 2005. It is How I Met Your Mother. Ran from 2005 to 2014. Ran for 9 seasons, 208 episodes. It is for those that haven't seen it, is a sitcom set in New York City, wherein a group of friends get to know each other, and you also work backwards from the story of one of the characters, Josh Radnor's, recounting to his children how he met their mother, and told through a series of stories from there. So it has Josh Radnor as the main character, Jason Segel, Kobe Smulders, Neil Patrick Harris, and Allison Hannigan as the main characters that are in there. So I'm curious if you guys have seen.
NPH won a couple Emmys for that role, right?
I think so.
Did he really?
I'm not
I think
sure.
he did.
Yeah, I can look it up right now. But I'm curious if you both have seen How I Met Your Mother and your thoughts.
Not all of it. I've seen quite a few episodes. Honestly, it's just always kind of been on in with roommates or wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah.
I hate the way it ended.
Yeah,
I hate the
terrible ending. I'm not picking it based on that, but
yeah.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ted Mosby can suck it.
Yeah. He's a little bitch.
He's
Ted Mosby or Josh Radnor?
Ted Mosby.
I don't know anything else Josh Radnor has ever been in. So is he just Ted Mosby? I don't know.
Don't personally know him.
Yeah.
I just hear he's kind of a douche.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cannot speak to it. But
why are you hating on Ted?
He's pretty whiny. He's not that likable. For being the main character, he's got some pretty hardcore main character syndrome as a person, it feels like.
Sure.
And I don't like it.
Like the world revolves around him.
Yep.
And, I mean, it is him telling the story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but you also have to think of it. It is probably not what actually happened, but it is him
That's
telling
fair.
the story to his children about what happened.
Fair. I suppose I would embellish some things too.
Yeah, for sure. But Justin, I think I know that you have definitely seen How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite all-time TV shows.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
It ages a bit poorly.
I would agree.
Just because of some of the humor. But having lived in New York, there's so much humor and comedy that ties into just being a part of the city, and the writers nail that.
Yep.
The reason this show didn't make my list is only because it did exactly what I was talking about. The ending was terrible, but in addition to the ending, season 7, 8, and 9 were all really progressively worse. Yep. That said, the first 6 seasons I think is some of the best comedy ever put on TV. And it really peaks in season 4.
Yeah.
That season has my favorite episodes. It's got the fight episode. It's got the naked man.
Yep.
There was like a 7 or 8 episode stretch where it was like, this is the funniest shit I've ever watched. Agree with you, Alex, on Ted as the main character. I like that as the main character. He's the least interesting of all of them.
Yeah.
And he's the one telling the story.
Yep.
I'm always tied in really tight to Marshall and Lily. I think that they're kind of the heart of the show, and their relationship is. Yep. But yeah, I love the show. I think it's great. It just it overstayed its welcome.
I don't disagree, and that almost kept it off of my list. But I'm like, it's still so good early on. There's so many other little subplots that I love that I'm like, it has to be on this list for sure. The slap bet. I do love the slap bet that goes on running throughout there as well.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
All the doppelgangers they find throughout the show as well too. Robin Sparkles is pretty fantastic in there.
Despite its wind down, it would have made my top 5 list.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a good pick.
I don't disagree that this show is a little bit dated as well. It is a show with a laugh track for at least part of it, I want to say. And there are some moments in watching it that I've rewatched it that I'm like, this doesn't quite translate in the same way for sure.
Interesting.
So,
yeah, I mean, Barney, that character trope is kind of...
Yeah, it's a little...
overstayed its welcome.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that one.
Yeah.
But it is...
Played by a gay actor, though, and I think there's a brilliance in that because he's one of the most womanizing characters of all time.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely not MPH in any way. So.
I think it does. I don't disagree that the character in and of itself isn't great, but it does deal with the underlying issues of why he is a womanizer and incomplete and insecure in some way, shape, or form. So I think that does help make that a little bit better versus like I don't know, I haven't seen much of it, but like a 2.5 Men where Charlie Sheen just fucks all the time, and that's part of his character. So, yeah.
It's kind of funny. There's an episode where they talk about Ted and how it just never goes his way. And as you actually sit back and evaluate it, it's usually self-inflicted problems,
1000%.
right? Like,
Yes, that's what I do remember about the show. He causes most of his own problems.
But he doesn't tell the story that way.
Right.
Where you as the viewer get to pick up on that. And you're like, hey, dude, like just try a little transparency and honesty.
Yeah.
Communication, it'll go a long way.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the reasons why I just can't stand him as a character.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
Yep.
Also, Kobe Smulders, who plays Robin, is so fine. So, just throwing that out there. A little extra tidbit for you.
That's the meat of the story right there from Mitch. There's one reason to watch this.
Yeah, I mean she's a babe. So the show also I feel like got a bunch of good guest stars as well too.
A lot.
The one where they always try to see Regis Philbin out in New York City as well too, which is pretty great. Or they keep running into him. I think it was what it was.
It's they keep running into Maury Povich. The one you're talking about with Regis is where they're trying to find the best burger in New York.
That's what it is. That's
and
right.
That episode is so funny if you've lived in New York because you stumble into a place that you're like, it was the best thing I ever had, and then you can never fucking find it again. So, pretty good.
It also has Kyle MacLachlan as the captain.
Yeah,
this is also
solid role.
Pretty great as well. So, yeah, cool. All right. Well, finally, we'll keep moving on. Second time. My third pick is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love this show. It's great. It has been on for. It's aired in 2000,
since the dawn of time.
Aired in 2005, and it is still on TV at this point in time. So
this is the only one out of all of our picks that's still on.
This is crazy to think about that.
Yeah,
but
the gang does a podcast.
I think that is an episode. I want to say
that's what we're calling this one.
It
That's
definitely
for sure.
is an episode.
Write it down, Steph.
Yeah.
How many episodes though? Because it's
17 seasons, 178 episodes.
So they don't put in the work to do more than like 10 episodes
I think
a season.
Early ones they do like 15 because it was that era of TV when you had to do that many episodes.
Right.
But now it's like 8 episodes per season or something like that.
So I've recently gone back and started like a rewatch of this just casually, and I think the first season is like 6, and then it's like 8, and then it's like 13 or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like it gets picked up from a popularity standpoint. So, yeah, this is a great show. I mean, it sounds like you both watch this as well too and enjoy it. So
I haven't seen all of it. It's one of those. I think a lot of shows. I don't want to say like fall into the trap, but like they just have their characters kind of go off the rails and do wilder and wilder things. Yeah, and I preferred it when it was a little bit tighter, a little bit more sane, a little bit more, rooted in reality.
Sure.
Than it is
Alex,
now.
The pilot is called "The Gang Gets Racist."
I would say
how much more off the rails can you go?
I would say the pilot is one of my favorite pilots out of any show.
It's pretty good.
The first season is perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Yeah. I will say on the newer episodes, I haven't caught up with the newest season, but I've heard that read that it's a bit of a return to the original show and whatnot overall. Because I feel like in some of the newer episodes I've watched, all the characters are very, the actors or actresses are very Hollywood in real life now, and it looks taken out a little bit. From what it sounds like with the lighting and the writing, they get back to that original feel. But I guess on that note, since you both have seen it, do you have any favorite episodes that are jumping out to either of you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the first 2.5, 3 seasons, there's not really a bad episode in there.
100% agree. Yeah.
Those are my favorites. There's in season 3 back-to-back episodes of these are the titles. Yeah. Sweet D's dating a retarded person, and Mac is a serial killer.
You got him. I was literally going to call Mac as a serial killer.
I think those are the 2 funniest back-to-back episodes in the whole show.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's a solid choice. That's what's the name of the rapper that Sweet D is dating?
Lil Kev.
Lil Kev. That's right. That's so good.
Oh my god!
And then she dunks on him. He dunks on her at the end of the episode when they break up as well too.
Dennis is so fucking funny in that episode. Just like so casually saying he is or is not like special needs. Just fucking with D.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so good. But
I think what I was going to say was this show, of everything that we've picked, I think is the most lives up to what makes a sitcom. As far as like, you can jump in anywhere, do not have to know any of the characters or what's going on, and be like, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
And the situation, there is no continuity to any story anywhere in the show. You could watch the new season or the first season, and it's all really just kind of the same and scattered. And I like that about this show. But
I don't disagree. I feel like they don't. Again, there are some underlying storylines that they occasionally wrap up every now and again, but otherwise, to your point, it's like you can drop in, you'll figure it out. It's going to be fine. No matter
it's
what.
really, really simple.
Yeah.
And another one of those shows that the ending to the whole series, whenever it ends, doesn't really matter.
No,
like
correct.
these awful people are just going to keep owning this bar in South Philly forever, and they're just there.
1,000%.
Yeah.
They're never going to progress to anything beyond this.
Yeah.
So is this the most like comedically crude show that any of us have picked? Because one of the things that like I love in a sitcom is pretty clean comedy, because I think that's harder to write. If you can just go off the rails and be really dirty, it's pretty easy to be funny. So I just was going to comment on that I think that because they're not restricted by network TV to keep it clean, they can lean in a little bit heavy on telling a dirty joke, and it works.
I think it's also the closest thing to slapstick out of any of our picks. So they're leaning heavily on that kind of comedy.
There's a lot of physical comedy there. I would agree with that for sure. I was thinking though, going back to the we guys asked you guys favorite episodes. Some of the ones that jumped out to me, the gang dances their asses off is one of my favorite ones.
Classic.
They have to dance back for the bar. They basically. Charlie accidentally puts up the ownership or the titles of the bar to a morning zoo crew radio show, and the only way to win it back is a dance-off that they host on there as well too. That's up there for me. It's one of my favorites. The World Series defense is also one of my favorite ones, where Dennis gets a parking ticket because they tried to sneak into the World Series, and then they got trapped in the Holiday Inn tunnels that were supposed to lead into the stadium. Afterwards, I believe that's also and they get trapped in there because someone, I think, who was it, Frank or Charlie, left the tickets to the World Series in their apartment while it's being fumigated for bed bugs, and they had to find a way in.
Nice.
I don't know. There's so many good ones. Also, I feel like it's a little bit meta commentary at some point. They've never won an Emmy. They've never been nominated for an Emmy at any point in time.
And they don't need one.
No. Well, they had an episode where they tried to learn about popular bars in town to like what they should emulate in terms of at Patty's Pub at some point in time, and it's a whole spoof on like trying to be popular.
How do you get an award?
Yeah.
And let's not sit on the fact that this is Danny DeVito too.
Yeah.
Right? Like how he shows up pretty early in the series,
Season 2.
Right at the beginning of season 2, right? And it shocked me when it happened. I'm like, what's he doing here? This will be a short-lived cameo. And
I can't believe he's still there.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, he has been on a long time, and he's the glue, man. Like, because I think the four of them started off and it worked. Then he comes in and it just goes next level.
Yeah.
Just because you get that big name boost in it.
There is a story that I had heard on their podcast / or an interview where the It's Always Sunny podcast, where they talk about how after season 1, whoever the head of FX is was talking to the guys, and they're just like, hey, like, we think you need to bring in a bigger name for the show. Like, this is going to be big. And they're like, yeah, we don't really want to do that. That's not what we're creatively doing, and we don't feel good about it. And they're like, yeah, well, if you don't do that, we're going to cancel you. So I don't know how they wound up with Danny DeVito, but Danny DeVito became the person they brought in, and it's great.
It's kind of a perfect pick. I mean, it would have messed everything up if they had added like another like gang member, like one like a Charlie or a Mac or whatever, but like having it be the dad of one or some or many of
he's more
cast members is
he's more
very
fucked
funny.
up than any of them are.
Yeah, oh my god.
But they've also, on that podcast, which I would highly recommend if you like It's Always Sunny, it's a good one to check out. They don't do it anymore for whatever reason, but they've talked a couple times about Danny DeVito, and they're like, yeah, like he'll do whatever. He doesn't really care. Like
that's amazing.
They're like, as he's gotten older, there's a few things that he said, hey, I don't really want to do that, and they're like, yeah, that's
like
fine.
Climb naked out of a couch.
Yeah, but like apparently he was totally on board for that. Like was up for it or whatever. So yeah. But
I just had an episode come to mind that I now have to shout out, but I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one where Dee's on steroids.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember? And she starts
$1 million, $100 baby.
Is that what
yes. Yes, I just watched this one recently too.
Yeah, that's such a classic episode
that's
to me
so
too.
good.
I
like
like
eat your babies, bitch.
yeah, I love D-centered episodes because
so
I think Caitlin
She's
Olsen is so
She's so
goddamn
good.
funny,
Yeah.
and when she gets to lean into the comedy, I think it ups the show's hilarity. So
We in college we were really into the show, and one season I think it was like a fantasy football league, and everybody had their names, their fantasy football names were like quotes from the show.
nice. Yeah.
So I think mine was from that episode. It was looks like a Holocaust victim in pageant makeup. Which is such a great insult.
zing.
That's so good.
Yeah. Another thing I love about this show are the titles and like how they are inserted into the show, like directly after the cold open, and they like use it as part of the cold open. So one that comes to mind is it's Danny DeVito and Dee talking, and Dee's warning him not to do something, and he's like, "I'm just palling around with the guys. What's the worst that could happen?" And then it's like goes to the intro, and it's like the title card, and it's Frank sets Sweet Dee on fire. So good.
It is a good injection of. I feel like cold opens can go all over the place.
Yeah.
It's a great way to have those.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I also love that this was like just created because these three dudes just wanted to make a show.
Yeah.
And they shot the pilot for like $200.
It's crazy.
That's how our podcast started. It was just three guys that wanted to talk about
Oh my God!
desert
If we're
island
still doing
things.
this in 17 years,
Yeah.
Jesus.
We'll have made it.
Yeah.
or something has gone very wrong in the world. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we could talk about Always Sunny forever.
Yep.
Any final notes?
No, I think again it's a great show. It's been on for so long. I think there's also been some good guest stars that have come in that are usually a little bit off the wall. I love the Rowdy Piper one episode as well. But yeah, no, it's a great show. It's another one of those kind of like just have it on in the background. I can re-pick it up at any point in time, and I'll be happy. But
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, love it.
yeah, cool. That's me.
Yeah, nice picks. Okay, one more quick break, and then we'll be back, and I will wrap this up. We are back. I am going to take us home with my Desert Island sitcom picks. Okay, before I start, both of you made the case with your picks of picking some long-running stuff. A lot of episodes, longevity. You're getting hundreds and hundreds of episodes of TV here, and I think that's really smart. Don't give a shit. I'm picking stuff that makes me laugh, and I fully expect to be voted off because of it, but that's okay.
Well, remember, we don't vote off anymore. We choose a better island to go to.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Also, in no particular order. So my first pick from the cold open, surprising no one except Justin. It's Arrested Development. This is my favorite show of all time. Last time we talked, you were in the middle of it, Justin. Have you finished the show?
No.
Okay. Where are how far through?
6 episodes.
You've only watched 6?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. It starts at, it's pitching 95 and it just goes up from there. So you're doing fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
For those not familiar, Arrested Development is the riches to rags story of the Bluth family. Jason Bateman, the star of the show, once described it as the Royal Tenenbaums shot like cops. This originally only aired for 3 seasons,
Yep.
and then they did a Netflix revival. Honestly, I could take or leave the revival. Give me those first 3 seasons, and that's all I need. There are so many great bits, and this kind of goes, like you said, against what I said earlier about you can drop in any episode. this rewards rewatching. There are so many long-running bits that you are going to pick up on the more times you watch it. It's like every time I watch the show, I find something new. Some of my favorites are the various chicken dances that all of the cast members do throughout the show. A coodle doodle doo, a coodle doodle doo,
Guys, we should start a band.
Yeah. One that I use in my real life all the time is Lucille saying, "It's one banana, Michael. What could it cost? $10."
It's
like
so good.
Anything,
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
Love it. It's one house in Seattle.
What could it
Mitch,
cost?
what could it cost?
$10.
Yeah. And so, okay, you've seen enough episodes, Justin, that you know that the Bluth family, was like a real estate tycoons, and now basically their income is from their banana stand that they have. This actually really hit home for me, thinking about this, preparing for this episode. So, as someone in the tech industry, being hit really hard by AI and layoffs right now, having a fallback like the banana stand as a side hustle is actually kind of really appealing.
Sure.
Like,
Was that you? I saw at a fruit stand over on 15th and 65th. Was that?
working. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was me.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, right.
I think that's a good.
Yeah, I'll
good
cut you a
deal.
deal. Yeah,
Perfect. $10.
yeah. It's one raspberry, Justin. The cast of this show is perfect too.
Yeah.
It's
I mentioned
fucking legend.
it's
the
so
cast.
legend. Yeah. I mentioned Bateman already. He's the perfect straight man for this. I think he's parlayed that straight manness into much more serious roles.
Sure.
In Ozark and what was that one he's in with Jude Law now? It's Black Rabbit or something like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. But like everyone else is just out of their minds in this show,
Yep.
and he's the one that holds it all together with two hands.
I would agree. Yeah, it's a great show. I've seen it all. Another one of those that can go back and rewatch at any point in time. And to your point, it's fair calling it rewarding rewatching, because I feel like every time that I watch it, there's something else that I pick up on in some way, shape, or form, despite having seen it 10 times at least at this point. So
You've seen it really that many times?
probably
you think?
maybe closer to
It's a
like
lot.
7.
I bet I've seen it 10 times.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that point you made right there is thing number one about the show. So I haven't watched it all the way through. I rewatched the pilot because I
Great
was
pilot.
doing that. And more
Look
than
what the homosexuals have done to me, Michael.
Exactly. And I'm so fired up to watch it
Hell
from
yeah.
there, because the first time I watched it, I was like, oh, it's funny, but maybe I need to watch more to get it. This time I watched it, I was like, how did I miss shit the first time? Because this is hilarious.
Yeah.
So I agree with that assessment.
I mean, you could treat this as like a 6-season show and watch it back to back, and I think that would be very rewarding.
Yeah.
I mean, we mentioned the cast. Will Arnett is probably my favorite character in the show. I think he was just born to play Job.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
G-O-B?
Yeah, Job.
Job.
What's the full name? It's like
George Oscar Bluth.
Yeah.
Yeah. The naming of
that
every
is
character in the show is so funny to me.
subtly hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The dad, Jeffrey Tambor, is George. His twin brother is Oscar. George is George Oscar. Then there's Michael, and then the son is George Michael.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Tambor is fucking hilarious too.
Oh my
And
God, he's amazing.
I want more of him.
Yes.
Because he just, I look at him and I crack up, like, because he's always making some dumb face to set up a joke. And
Oh man, wait till you see his chicken dance. His chicken dance is good.
pretty
can't
good.
wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So a note I had written down for Job was Will Arnett was cast because he played the character like a guy who thought he was the chosen son, even though it was obvious to everyone else that he was the least favorite. And I don't think they quite realized that before they cast him, and he just brought that to life. And I just, like, it wouldn't be the same without that.
That's pretty good.
Well, it's right in the pilot too. Isn't the mom sitting there with the youngest son or one of the sons, and she's like, I don't know, Job makes me uncomfortable or
No, it's
something like that.
I don't care for Job.
I don't care for Job.
and that's the beauty of the show. It uses like cuts and it like goes back in time so well, and that's such a perfect example because it's like she's telling Michael, I love all my children equally, and then it's a cut back to her being like, I don't care for Job.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think the next time on Arrested Development that kind of just like ties the end of the show together, but never actually is next
time. Is a preview of
it's
the
almost
next
like
episode.
an epilogue of the next or of the show as opposed to a preview. I think that's brilliant. I've never really seen that done anywhere else before.
Yep,
it's clever.
Ron Howard as the narrator is wonderful, and later one of the stars of the show is
does he show up on it later?
Yeah,
perfect.
Not till I think not till Netflix. So
that's right.
Not as Opie Taylor though.
No. I think he plays himself. If I remember right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Or like a fictionalized version.
Yeah, I think aren't they trying to? I don't remember the Netflix seasons as well, but are they trying to make a movie about their lives, and he comes in as the actual producer of Ron Howard?
I think Michael's trying to get that made. And yeah.
Terrific.
I agree with Joe being one of the best characters. I do. Tony Hale as Buster is also so great as well too,
yes.
and the love story he has with Liza Minnelli, Lucille too, him losing his arm as well.
That is so funny. Him losing.
Also, go ahead. No, go ahead, please. No.
Right, we're probably going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it his stuffed animals he gets from Army?
Got these from Army.
Army had half a day.
It's so good.
Justin, next time we do one of these, you're going to have to report back and let us know how far you get.
Yeah, for sure.
This is a show that I can watch nonstop, indefinitely, and I never get tired of it. It's so funny. We haven't even mentioned Tobias yet.
Yeah, I mean man. I do love one of my favorite side notes that I saw in an interview with David Cross about Tobias is when he starts to audition for the Blue Man Group. Mm-hmm. Like for the scenes where you see him painted fully blue, like he is truly fully painted blue. And apparently he had an interview or had a conversation with someone from the Blue Man Group, and they're just like, oh yeah, no, we like have them wear a shirt, and then all the other body parts that you see are blue are like skin tight. We would never paint our entire body.
Is that a recurring bit on the show? Is the Blue Man?
Yeah. He auditions for the Blue Man Group at some point in time.
Yeah, because I've seen the episode where he's all painted blue, but I didn't know it's a recurring bit.
Yeah,
and I almost hesitate to tell you this part, but like, look in the background of scenes too. There's like little blue like handprints and like fingerprints all over the model home.
Terrific. I love it.
Tobias, also a Never Nude.
Never Nude. Yeah.
Which makes me remember like. I think maybe half of my saved GIF library to send out in text is like just GIFs from the show.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I was in a Zoom meeting the other day, and I don't know, somebody said something that I don't even know what I'm talking about, like something about, people prefer light mode over dark mode. And I just yelled, there are dozens of us.
Dozens.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Favorite all-time show, Arrested Development.
Did you give an episode count on this? You said you let off with it not being many.
I would ballpark it at 50, 60 maybe in the first 3 seasons, 55 to 60. And then I think it got back for Netflix, on Netflix for 2 more, I would guess like 12-ish.
Do you think they ruined it by like when they brought it back for Netflix?
No, I mean, those first 3 seasons, they still exist. Like I can kind of compartmalize.
Well, let me ask you different. Like, do you
5
think
seasons, 84 episodes
total?
Yeah.
Okay.
84. Got it. More what I mean is like, do you think that they what was wrong with it coming back? Did they just miss the mark on the funny? Was the chemistry gone? Did they try to redo what they already had?
I actually think the opposite. I think they kind of didn't stick to the formula. I think season 4 is actually pretty good. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's told in a non-sequential way, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Which created some comedy, but I think they just like deviated from that lightning in a bottle that they had with the first 3 seasons, and then season 5 is honestly not that good.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of forgot the season. I mean, I've seen it, but I kind of forgot that season 5 came out like 6 years after season 4 came out as well, too.
Yeah.
Well,
I was so hyped for season 4.
Yeah.
I was visiting a buddy in Seattle here, and I think it was my vacation, and I think we watched the entire season while I was here.
Wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. Okay. My number 2 pick is 30 Rock. kind of that Parks and Rec Office era comedy about a behind the scenes look at a fictional sketch comedy show, like a shitty SNL version of a sketch comedy show. I think this is possibly on like a jokes, like quality jokes per minute. I think this is maybe the funniest show ever. The show rules. Every single line is a joke.
I don't disagree. It's great. It's a fantastic show.
This is written by Tina Fey, right?
Created by Tina Fey,
but not. I mean,
well,
I know she's
I think she's a writer.
but
Yeah, there's like a writing staff. Donald Glover was a writer on the show. It's kind of like before he was cast on Community.
Yep, that's right.
Yep,
fascinating.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's Tina Fey. It's Alec Baldwin at his funniest. It's Tracy Morgan playing himself. Jane Krakowski, who's plays Jenna, which is maybe the most underrated character on the whole show.
I would agree.
So many other like cameos and like great characters.
Judah
on the show.
on there as well.
Yep.
Very funny. Yeah, I would agree that this is a show that is not carried by, but is so much is added by the cameos / stretch bits that people do on the show as well too. I feel like Conan O'Brien was on a few episodes that were great. John Hamm being Tina Fey's love interest at one point is pretty great too.
Oh my god!
It's a great show.
Loses both his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. This show, I mean, it's so quotable. There's one that stands out to me. It's Tracy is at like a golf event with Jack and meets someone, and the guy's like, "Oh, it was a pleasure to meet you." And Tracy says, "Damn straight, I'm delightful." And that's been my bio on, I think, every social media platform I've had since, I think, probably the day this episode aired.
Yeah.
Dr. Spaceman is in this. Chris Parnell, I think is the actor's name, who's just like the worst
least competent doctor of all time.
And he ends the show and becomes Surgeon General.
Yeah.
Or Attorney General. Surgeon General. I think it's Surgeon General.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, that's a series wrap on Leo Spaceman, and he just walks out, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's how the show ended. I haven't seen the end of the show.
No, that's how that's like the last time we see that character.
Got it. Yeah. Well, then since I brought it up, how does the show end? Does it wrap up in a way that you were happy with it?
Does
it just, or does it kind of go to black and that was the end of the show?
No, I think, it's been a while since I've seen it all the way through, so I would have to like look and remind myself how season 7 ends. No, it ends in a good way. Like Chloe Grace Moretz, who's a guest actress on it, she enters the picture. Liz Lemon ends up marrying her partner Chris Cross. No, I think it ends quite well. Yeah, it doesn't overstay its welcome. Yeah, I love the show.
Yeah, there's also so many moments that I feel like that are gifable as well too. Like one of my favorite gifs is Lemon and Alec Baldwin Lemon and Jack walking down. And she's like, "Oh, what a week it's been, huh?" Or something like that. Jack turns around and goes, "Lemon, it's Wednesday."
Yeah,
something like that is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin's sensational in it, and I guess he's a scumbag now too, as they all are. But that's what I hear.
Well, I guess he
killed someone.
Did accidentally kill someone.
I don't think he did that on purpose.
No,
but
probably not.
Neither here nor there.
Allegedly,
him and Kim Basinger had some problems. I think with him having some rage issues.
Sure.
Not laughing. I'm uncomfortable.
Sure.
But his work in this is so good. I look at him like in the way he talks just cracks me up.
Yeah.
I have not seen this show all the way from front to back. I've seen intermittent episodes.
Yep.
Steph, my wife, has seen it all the way through, and it's one of her favorites. I think she's watched it like 3 or 4 times all the way through.
Yeah,
so it's kind of
nice.
shocking I haven't seen it, and it's definitely on my list to watch all the way
There's
through.
a lot of episodes to get through as well too, so I think that's fair.
It was in the era of like it's 24 episodes per season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to like pick and choose, any episode featuring Dean Winters as the Dennis Duffy, Liz's sometimes boyfriend, I would say is
pretty good.
one
Yeah.
to
Good
check
ad.
out. He
Yep.
steals every scene.
Yep.
Have you watched all this?
No, not all of it. It's one of those where I've watched big chunks of it, but I've never seen it the full way through.
Similar to me.
Yeah. But I've seen enough of it to know, like, all.
You get the gist.
Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite other stories that's come out of that is it's the sidebar where they record where Tracy sings Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Fuck yeah.
Apparently, what I've read, I don't know, it may be apocryphal, it might be true, but they couldn't get Tracy Morgan to actually record the full song, and so it's most of what you hear in the recording is Donald Glover doing a Tracy Morgan impression.
Amazing.
Singing as well,
Amazing.
too. It's pretty good.
That is such a funny song. So I work from home, and I just have the radio station KEXP on all day, every day. And on Halloween, they played the full Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
Nice.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's great.
It's endlessly quotable. We haven't even really covered quotes. There's one, Jack asks Liz how her summer was, and she goes, "Get this, my gynecologist committed suicide." Yeah. I just have,
pretty good.
Yeah, I just have a bunch of jokes written down. This show's funny. Does so I know you mentioned on How I Met Your Mother, Justin, that being set in New York, that was kind of like a big draw for you. Also set in New York, 30 Rock. So I'll be interested to know if
I suspect it'll be similar. Part of what How I Met Your Mother did was it put situations out there that really you only encounter in New York. Mm-hmm. I don't know if my wife has never indicated that the humor is tied to it being set in New York the same way How I Met Your Mother is. I think it's more direct. Like if you've spent time at 30 Rock, maybe there's something there, but I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I hope so, because New York humor is funny.
For sure.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. Yeah, great. I feel like this show also helped pave the way for Parks and Rec. I don't know.
Did it come first?
It did.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. So I feel like Tina Fey got her show, then Amy Poehler got hers. I hope that's how it worked.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks, Tina Fey, if that is how that worked.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my second pick. Third and final pick, I'm going with a show that originally only aired for 2 seasons, 20 episodes, and then recently they brought it back for season 3, and that is Party Down. Not sure if either of you have seen this.
I've not. No,
okay.
but I've heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched the pilot.
Yeah, okay, it's a great pilot. Party Down follows Party Down Catering in Los Angeles, which is a catering company that employs a group of people who are all aspiring to be something else, actors, comedians, writers, rock stars. And because of that, they couldn't really give less of a shit about their catering job. So each episode is basically a new catering gig, which means a new set of guest stars. J.K. Simmons is on this for an episode or 2.
Nice.
It's fucking awesome. There's a ton of people, and the cast also stacked, and it's kind of like before their primes. So this is like Adam Scott before Parks and Rec, Jane Lynch before Glee, Martin Starr before Silicon Valley. It's got Lizzie Kaplan, Megan Mullally, Ken Marino. This cast is ridiculous.
It's loaded. I was shocked when I was watching it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of talent.
Yes.
That they got on this.
Ton of talent. I think the first episode, the pilot that you've seen, have you seen the pilot, Mitch, at all?
No,
okay.
No.
It does a really good job of setting things up. Like Adam Scott's character is, he quits acting and he's back at the catering company because he has to, make ends meet at his studio apartment.
Everyone recognizes him. He's got a catchphrase from a commercial.
Yes, he
I think
does.
it's from a commercial. He's like, I can't do it anymore, but everyone wants him to say the catchphrase, and he's just pissed off about it.
Yeah. It's not even a good catchphrase.
No, I can't even remember. It was so bad.
Are we having fun yet?
Yeah. And he's getting a hand job at the very end of the episode, though, while the credits are going. She's like, say it. And he finally says it. And it's like, oh, God damn it. So bad.
And every time he does it, he's you can tell him he's loading up, kind of trying to, psych himself up to do it again. It's like, does the face, and he's finally does it.
I love that the homeowner who's hosting the party in that episode, the bald guy.
Yeah.
He overheard the conversation between a couple of the caterers, and he's like, ordinary fucking people. And he couldn't come off it where he's like, he starts going reckless. He dives naked into his own pool because he freaks out. Solid.
You ever watch Veronica Mars?
I've seen an episode or two of it.
Okay. That character you just described, he's only in it that one episode. He's the dad. He's Kristen Bell's dad in Veronica Mars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Kristen
hilarious.
Bell, who comes on to Party Down in season 2, late season 1? Late season 1, I think.
I definitely saw enough in the pilot to make me watch more.
Yeah. This is it's just a show that just like hits me right in the funny bone. It's, I'm a big Adam Scott fan, as you mentioned earlier. This was Paul Rudd is one of the creators of the show.
Oh, nice.
I saw that.
Okay. He was originally in the pilot, like before they reshot it with Adam Scott, but he just couldn't do the show for whatever reason.
He probably had a ton going on. He's a cool guy.
Busy dude. Yeah. If anyone has not seen Party Down, I highly, highly recommend it.
Okay.
Ken Marino he's
great. Yeah.
He plays Ron Donald in this show. He's probably the funniest character. He is the manager of the catering company, or like their little crew at various times. He has his RDDs, which are Ron Donald do's, but they're also Ron Donald don'ts.
Sure.
And it's his 4 P's and 1 B: politeness, professionalism, perfectionism, proactive, and be on time. And then
I suspect what I saw in the pilot, Mitch, this would be right in your wheelhouse. This show would be. I think you'd die watching this.
This is not the first time that someone I know whose general pop culture-ness I like has recommended this show. So I feel like this will be up my alley at some point.
You can watch if you go on search
HBO. Is that right?
No, it's
Stars.
Stars.
I think,
Oh God. Okay.
But you can watch the first episode for free.
Oh, cool.
And then you can do a trial of Stars. Watch all 14 minutes of the whole series.
Okay.
And then cancel.
Cancel it.
Is it really not streaming on anything else?
No. I
Damn.
only got it because I did the Stars watch one episode free, and I enjoyed it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I back when I owned DVDs, I owned this on DVD.
That would be the perfect format to watch this show.
It was. Yeah.
Back when Netflix would ship you 2 at a time, that was it wasn't, for our young listeners, Netflix wasn't always a streaming service. So they used to send you discs.
Yeah.
Sure, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Let's get you to bed.
Yeah. All right. Well, so again, Arrested Development, 30 Rock, Party Down. Not a lot of episodes. Probably fewer episodes than one of your shows, Justin, but that's okay with me.
You totaled at 248. Which
you calculated? Okay.
I did.
That's actually more than I would have guessed.
Yeah, it's less than Modern Family and less than Frasier.
Oh, jeez.
And Mitch came in with 496.
And what was your total?
690.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I like watching TV, so I had to get a lot of quantity, and I picked the best. I will tell
mileage.
you, we qualified what sitcoms were, and I'm curious if Veep would have if it would have been on the OK list.
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
So it probably would be in like the top 5-ish for me. It's still not going to cut into the top 3.
I considered it.
But that would be the show I think has the best ending to a sitcom of all time.
Really good. Yeah.
The
really
way
good
Selena Myers meets her end as the first female president, and the headline eclipses her that Tom Hanks died on the same day. So,
I forgot about that part.
Even in death, she's overshadowed in every way. So it was
Veep 30
pretty
minute
hilarious.
episodes?
I think it was.
Okay.
Right around.
Yeah,
I
I think it was. That would have been a great pick too.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll be back with some votes and some reader entries.
Yep.
Thanks. We are back. It's time to swim to someone else's island. I'm going to go in order here. Justin, you kicked us off today. Where are you going?
I did. I think it's probably obvious just from having one of my favorite shows of all time on your island, 2 of my favorites actually of all time, and not having a large quantity over on Alex's Island. I got to go to Mitch's Island this time.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, Alex,
Nope,
because you've given me the most excitement about new TV that I've had from anyone. So I'm excited about that.
Well, I will, be consolidated with that while I'm alone on my island forever. So thanks.
But you got laughs with you, so you'll be fine.
Never really alone. We got to laugh.
I don't know. I can go. There's no wrong answer in this one. I think purely on what I already enjoy, I would pick Alex because that's there and I haven't seen Party Down. But on longevity-wise, Justin also makes sense because there's so many episodes. I am very middle of the road on Modern Family, and therefore I'm going to have to go with Alex's Island on that one. So
yep. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to Justin's Island, and the reason is Parks and Rec. Out of the 6 shows that you both pitched, that's my favorite one by kind of a long ways. Also, you've got all the bunch of stuff that I haven't seen, so I'm excited about that. But Parks and Rec wins it for me.
And you hate Ted Mosby, so that probably
helped. I'm not the biggest How I Met Your Mother fan. But, teach their own.
Is that the first time that we've all picked
I think it's happened once
another
before.
Person's, two people didn't go to the same one?
Weird.
Yeah, weird. Here we go.
We did good, guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
good job.
Yeah. All right. We have some listener comments from Instagram too that these people have some great ideas too. So Justin, you want to give us some reads?
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Ben weighed in on Instagram, and he gave us The Office, the U.S. version, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and my guy, Modern Family.
All right.
He did give an honorable mention to Friends, too, and judging by Alex's earlier response, I think that's a terrible pick for you, isn't it?
I haven't seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. I've heard it's great. I love the first half of The Office, first 2/3 of The Office. Modern Family is middle of the road for me. Friends, I don't know.
Never got it.
Try watching it without the laugh track.
Yeah,
see if it's funny.
It's weird.
Oh,
sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, the pacing is strange. It just doesn't work.
So I should mute it and just read the captions.
No.
See if the jokes are
No,
actually.
I think
there's
that's
some
not doing
edits
it.
online
Yeah.
you can find of the laugh track removed. And
Yeah, that doesn't do it justice, I don't think.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I haven't seen Curb either.
You got Curb's great. You guys, it almost made my list as well too. But
It's on the list now.
Yeah.
Who you got, Mitch?
Mallory from Seattle. She picked How I Met Your Mother. Great choice, Mallory. Friends and Sex and the City. And it's clearly she has a New York thing going on here as well because these are all New York shows. So.
Yeah.
Is Sex and the City a sitcom?
It's a good question.
I know
I
it's
don't think
30 minute.
Is it 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's 30-minute clips for sure.
Yeah, why not?
No
Yeah.
commercials and.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen enough of the show to really give an honest answer about whether it's a true comedy, but I feel like there are.
It's definitely. I've watched it all the way through. Oh God, we're gonna have to cut that out, right?
Yeah,
I've watched it all the way through. Seen both the movies. Watched the reboot.
Jeez,
the reboot was terrible.
And which one are you? Are you Miranda?
I'm all of them rolled into one.
Boo.
Yep.
Yeah.
The original show's very funny though. Definitely see how that could make a list.
Mallory, if you want to expand your New York sitcom menu here, I would encourage you to check out Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Denise, our friend Denise. Curb Your
Previous
Enthusiasm,
guest.
Schitt's Creek, Always Sunny. No notes.
Yep.
Perfect.
Good choice.
Yeah, love it.
Schitt's Creek's one that it didn't even come to my mind, but that's a solid 6 seasons of television.
That was probably the first cut, last cut, the closest to making my list.
Yeah, it's really fucking hilarious. I wonder, having seen all of it, I wonder how easy it would be to jump in and just be middle episode of the series. Do you kind of have to know what's going on because they set up such a strict story to it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think you have to watch it. I say that because I feel like there was periods of times where I'd be at a friend's house and they'd have it on and I'd be like, "This is funny," but I don't
get what's
fully
going on.
understand what's happening.
Yeah.
In the same capacity.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right. Let's see, Dan. He offered up Trailer Park Boys.
Nice.
It's Always Sunny. Here's one. 2.5 Men. That's a show I haven't heard of in a long, long time. I have seen it. It was very funny early, and I mean really early. And I know they lost Charlie Sheen halfway through and killed him off on the show because he was a problem. Yeah. Brought in Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
This is peak, like, Tiger Blood, Charlie Sheen.
Right when he was acting real strange.
Yeah.
Okay.
The show early on was really funny, though, but I could never see it on even my top 10 sitcom list.
Yeah.
So I would love to hear more about why that one.
It's kind of funny that like they gave Charlie Sheen one of these shows, like a primetime comedy show.
I think this is before he went. This is obviously before he went crazy.
Okay, so it's pretty risky.
He saw Tom Cruise jump on Oprah's couch, and he's like, "Hold my beer and hold my blow, because I can go further."
Yeah. Okay, Audrey. We have Seinfeld, Will and Grace, and I don't think this is a sitcom, but we have Law and Order SVU.
I'm gonna rule that one out.
Yeah, that's not a comedy.
Is that the one with Ice-T?
It is with Ice-T.
Oh, hell yeah.
Christopher Maloney, Mariska Hargitay.
Remember,
great show.
Sitcom is situational comedy.
Great show. Not necessarily funny at all points in time.
I do like that it's SVU though. Not
correct. Not
the OG.
One. Yeah, not the regular one. Law and Order SVU. Not a sitcom. Still a great show. So.
The Seinfeld's great, and Will and Grace was good in its time too. I don't know how it holds up.
Yeah, I never watched Will and Grace, but I feel like that's one of those that won a bunch of Emmys as well too. But
Caroline from St. Paul, another vote for Schitt's Creek, another vote for Friends, another vote for Seinfeld. Some classics.
Yep. Definitely Friends and Seinfeld, those were overlapping, so she was watching heavy TV in the 90s.
Yeah, prime time.
Yep. Jared in West Seattle, 30 Rock. Veep, there it is. Arrested Development.
My man.
Veep's just a fucking great pick. So nice work, Jared.
Yeah, that wins out of the listener entries in my book.
Yeah, that's fair. Caitlin from Colorado. Hey, Caitlin. 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, and Friends. So yeah, solid answers there. Yeah.
And then finally, Parks and Rec, Arrested Development, and Entourage.
There we go.
Entourage.
First Entourage.
Yeah, a sitcom.
Yeah, but was it 30 minutes though? I don't know if we're.
I think so.
I don't remember.
I'll look it up right now.
I watched all of it.
I'll allow it.
But it was definitely a comedy.
It's a pretty funny show, actually.
It is.
Yeah.
Talk about the cameos in that show too. Remember? So you guys remember Matt Damon when he's the rock star? He does Scotty Doesn't Know singing on the stage in what's it called? Eurotrip. And I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious that it's Matt Damon. He has one of my favorite cameos of all time in Entourage.
Really?
Yeah, I'll keep this short, but there's this like celebrity golf thing going on, and Vinny Chase, the main character, commits to donating money to Matt Damon's charity.
Okay.
And the stoner that he is, he forgets about it. And Matt Damon at the end, when the credits are rolling, is leaving him message after message after message, and his personality is changing from each cut. Like, give me the fucking money! Come on, Vince, you said it's for the kids. The next one, he's like, hey, I'm sorry, buddy. It's just really important that we get the money. Give me the fucking money! And
that's really funny.
He's crying in the last one, so it's solid.
This is the average runtime is between 21 and 35 minutes. So that
counts.
Sure.
That counts.
Yeah, sweet.
There we have it.
Yep.
Great picks all around the table. Great picks from our listeners and new stuff to watch. So that's always exciting.
Yeah.
Got to find my next binge show.
For sure.
Cool. Well, thank you again for listening. Please follow us on Instagram at The Desert Island Pod. Check out the show notes on our website at thedesertislandpod.com. Follow, leave a review wherever you get your pods. Email us episode ideas at thedesertislandpod@gmail.com. Thank you all for visiting us on the island, and please send help.
See you.
Peace.